I only have like 3 subscriptions. Ryan says this with full confidence as he taps his phone and walks into his favorite coffee shop. A few bucks for Netflix, Spotify, maybe a workout app. No big deal, right? Then his bank statement loads. 17 separate recurring charges. Streaming, apps, Pro Tools, cloud storage, meal kits, 2 different fitness apps, and a news site he doesn't even remember signing up for. That's not budgeting. That's bleeding out by 1,000 tiny cuts. Hi, I'm Jazz. I have a master's in finance, and I'm here to help you out to make better financial decisions through my video. Today, we're breaking down how the subscription economy is quietly draining your wallet, why your brain is wired to let it happen, and how to run a subscription detox that could literally be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Scene: Ryan's 3 subscriptions. Picture this. Ryan is 29, lives in a mid-sized U.S. city, earns around $70,000 a year, and thinks he's pretty good with money. He pays his rent on time, has a 401k, and doesn't carry credit card debt. If you asked him, he'd say, "Yeah, I've got like 3 subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, and Amazon. Maybe 1 or 2 small apps." That's it. That's what he feels like he's paying for. But feelings don't pay your bills. The bank statement does. One Sunday, after getting hit with yet another random $9.99 notification, Ryan finally snaps and decides to audit everything coming out of his checking account for 1 full month. He prints the statement, grabs a highlighter, and starts circling anything that looks like membership, service, digital, plus, or any charge under $40 that repeats every month. 10 minutes in, the page looks like it lost a fight with a yellow marker. When he's done, he adds it all up. Total $247 every single month. And here's the wild part. Ryan thought he was spending maybe 80 or 90 bucks on subscriptions. Turns out he was off by more than $150. He's not an outlier. In one U.S. survey, people estimated they spent about $86 a month on subscriptions, but their actual spending was around $219. On average, Americans underestimate their subscription costs by about $133 a month. So when you say, "I've only got a couple of subscriptions," there's a very good chance you're Ryan. Subscription creep. Death by 1,000 cuts. Let's break down Ryan's $247 a month. Here's what he finds. 2 major video streaming platforms. 1 niche streaming service he used to watch 1 show. A music subscription. A premium podcast subscription. 2 cloud storage plans, both barely used. A pro note-taking app. A stock tracking app he stopped using last year. A couple of random AI and productivity tools. A meal kit service he only uses when life gets busy, 2 fitness apps plus a gym membership, a digital newspaper, and a premium magazine. Individually, none of these feel crazy. $5 here, 9.99 there. A special offer for 3 months at 2.99, a 19.99 Pro version that he swore would pay for itself. But together, $247 a month. That's $2,964 a year. Now imagine a typical middle-income household stacking similar subscriptions across multiple people. Studies show recurring subscriptions can easily run into several $1,000s a year and eat a noticeable chunk, 5% to 8% of take-home pay. This is subscription creep. You don't wake up one day and decide, "I'm going to blow $250 a month on stuff I barely use." You just keep saying yes to small things. It's just $4.99 a month. I'll cancel after the free trial. I need this for my goals this year. And the subscription economy is built to make those tiny yeses feel harmless and the long-term cost almost invisible. The free trial trap and status quo bias. Let's be honest, how many times have you said this? "I'll sign up for the free trial and cancel before they charge me." Companies love that sentence. Here's why. You have to enter your card details for the free trial. Auto-renew is turned on by default. The trial ends quietly, and the billing starts loudly. On your card, not in your brain. Researchers have found that a huge chunk of people forget to cancel free trials before they become paid subscriptions. On top of that, surveys show that about 3 out of 4 people struggle to even remember all of their recurring subscriptions. That's not just forgetfulness, that's psychology being used against you. There's a concept in behavioral economics called status quo bias. Your brain tends to stick with whatever the current situation is, even if it's not the best for you. Doing nothing feels easier than making a change, even if that change is clicking cancel. Subscription businesses design around that bias. It's incredibly easy to say yes. It's incredibly annoying to say no. Researchers studying dark patterns in user interfaces have found dozens of tricks companies use to keep you from canceling. Things like hiding the cancel button behind multiple screens, using confusing wording like pause instead of cancel, pre-selecting auto-renew options, making you call or chat with an agent instead of clicking a single button. One study showed that making cancellation more complex significantly increases how long people stay subscribed. In other words, when you feel like, I'll cancel this later, that friction is not an accident. It's a feature. The hidden tax on your future. Now, $247 a month might not feel catastrophic. Ryan can afford it. He's not missing rent. He's not overdrafting. But the real cost of that $247 isn't what it does to this month. It's what it could have done over the next 30 years. Let's say instead of letting those subscriptions quietly drain his account, Ryan invested that same $247 every month into a simple index fund, earning an average of 8% a year. Time to do some quick math. Using the standard compound interest formula for a series of monthly contributions, $247 a month invested at an 8% annual return for 30 years grows to well over $370,000. That means Ryan's not just wasting $2,964 a year, he's potentially giving up over $370,000 of future wealth, years of financial freedom, a big chunk of his retirement cushion or early retirement dreams. It's only $7.99 a month is really, this could be part of my 6-figure future. Think about that the next time a website tries to sell you Pro for just $3.99 a week. Why canceling feels so hard. So if the stakes are so high, why don't we all just cancel everything we don't use? 2 reasons: design and psychology. 1. Dark patterns in design. Researchers at Princeton and other institutions have documented a range of dark patterns in websites and apps, interface tricks that nudge you toward choices that benefit the company, not you. For subscriptions, that often looks like Roach Motel design, easy to get in, frustrating to get out, auto-renew turned on by default. Are you sure? Guilt screens warning you about losing access, making you navigate through 5 different menus just to find the cancel option. One example from research, a company that made users click through multiple buried setting screens just to turn off auto-renew at a higher monthly rate. By design, only a tiny fraction of people ever bothered. That's not bad UX, that's intentional. 2. I might need it someday. Then there's the emotional side. Ryan almost cancels his extra cloud storage, but then he remembers that one time he needed an old file. He hovers over the gym membership, but tells himself he's definitely getting back into it next month. He considers canceling the second streaming service. But what if a new season of his favorite show drops? That's loss aversion and fear of missing out. Your brain hates losing access to something, even if you're not actually using it. So you pay to protect a version of yourself that might show up someday. Companies know this. That's why they combine low monthly prices, auto-renew, high-friction cancellation, and your own fear of future regret. Result, you keep paying month after month for a life you're not actually living. Dual hosts, breaking it down. Imagine 2 hosts talking through Ryan's story. Host 1, okay, so Ryan thought he had 3 subscriptions. He actually had 17. That's subscription creep in action. Host 2, and $247 a month doesn't sound terrible until you realize it's a $370,000 decision over 30 years. That's the part that blows my mind. Host 1, yeah, the real enemy isn't Netflix or Spotify. It's the pile of things we said yes to because they were only a few bucks. Host 2. And the system is rigged. Free trials that quietly switch to paid, auto-renew you never turn off, dark patterns that make canceling a chore, and your brain saying, I'll deal with it later. Host 1. So what do you actually do if you're watching this and suspect you're Ryan? Host 2. You run a subscription detox. The subscription detox system. Let's build a simple, aggressive system you can run in one weekend and maintain on autopilot. Step 1. The 30-day blackout test. First, you need a clean list of everything you're paying for. Log into your main bank account and credit cards. Download the last 1 to 2 months of statements. Highlight anything that repeats monthly or annually. Group them by category like this: streaming and entertainment, news and digital media, apps and software, fitness and health, food, meal kits and delivery, cloud storage and tools, random pro upgrades and memberships. Now here's the rule. If you haven't used it in the last 30 days, or you wouldn't immediately notice if it disappeared tomorrow, it fails the 30-day blackout test. Ask yourself, if this vanished for a month, would my life actually get worse? Would I even notice, or would I only care when they bill me again? For most people, this alone nukes duplicate streaming platforms, forgotten news sites and magazines, unused fitness memberships, old free trial apps that quietly turned paid. Those are your first cancellations. Step 2. Automate your awareness. The reason subscription creep works is because it stays invisible. You need to drag it back into the light. Set up bank alerts. Turn on notifications for every recurring charge above, say $5 or $10. Many banks and credit card apps in the U.S. let you set alerts for subscriptions or repeat transactions. Monthly Money Sunday. Pick one Sunday a month to spend 15 minutes scanning your transactions for anything new, weird, or forgotten. The goal isn't to become obsessed, it's to make sure nothing can quietly bill you without your conscious permission. Think of alerts like motion sensors around your bank account. If something starts creeping in, you know about it. Step 3. The per-hour value framework. Now you'll have a smaller list of subscriptions you actually use, but that doesn't automatically mean they're worth keeping. Here's a simple framework. Estimate how many hours a month you genuinely use the service. Divide the monthly cost by those hours. Ask, is this per-hour cost worth it to me? Example, gym. $40 a month, you go 8 times, $5 per visit. Streaming service, $15 a month, you watch 4 hours to $3.75 per hour. Note-taking Pro app. $10 a month, you use it 1 hour equals $10 per hour. Second music subscription, $11 a month, but you barely touch it leads to infinite waste. Some things will absolutely be worth it. A therapy app, a gym you truly use, a tool that makes you money or saves you real time, that's value. But a $20 Pro upgrade to remove a watermark from a tool you open once a month? That fails the per-hour test for most people. Bonus question. If this charged me once per use instead of monthly, would I still pay the same amount? If the answer is no way, you've exposed a subscription you're emotionally attached to, but not truly valuing. Ryan's transformation. Let's go back to Ryan. He runs the subscription detox and applies the 30-day blackout test, bank alerts, the per-hour value framework. Here's what he cuts. One major streaming platform he barely uses. The niche streaming service he signed up for one show. One cloud storage plan. Keeps the one he actually uses. The stock tracking app he ignores. The unused meal kit. One fitness app. Keeps the gym. The magazine he never reads, a random pro version of a note-taking app. After cancellations and downgrades, his monthly subscription spending drops from $247 to $110. He still enjoys a gym, one streaming service, music, and a couple of tools he genuinely uses. He didn't go full minimalist, he just stopped paying for a fantasy version of his life. That's $137 freed up every month. If he invests that $137 at 8% for 30 years, That alone can grow into a six-figure chunk of future wealth. Add that to what he's already investing, and suddenly his retirement and life options look very different. All because he got honest about the small stuff. Your turn. Stop the bleeding. If you're still watching this, there's a good chance you are either Ryan or you're one step away from becoming him. So here's what I want you to do as soon as this video ends. Pull up your bank and credit card apps. Scan the last month for recurring charges. Run the 30-day blackout test. Cancel at least one subscription today. Not next week, not when you have time. Today. Then in the comments, tell us, how many subscriptions did you think you had? How many did you actually find? How much money did you free up per month? Because once you see that number, you can't unsee it. And if you want help turning those saved dollars into real wealth, rather than just letting lifestyle creep take over, make sure you're here for the next videos. Hit like if this opened your eyes to at least one hidden subscription sucking money out of your account. Share this with that friend who swears they're good with money but can't explain half their bank statement. Drop a comment with your Ryan moment so other people realize they're not alone. And if you're serious about escaping death by 1,000 cuts in the subscription economy, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Because the next episode might literally be worth six figures to your future self.